Niagara Falls is one of the most beautiful natural sights in North America. It consists of a series of waterfalls on the Niagara River, which flows between the state of New York in the United States and the province of Ontario in Canada. The Iroquois people named the falls Niagara, meaning thunder of waters, because of the roaring noise the water makes as it plunges downward. Goat Island divides the falls into two main parts. The larger part of the falls is in Canada and is known as Horseshoe Falls because of its curved shape. It measures about 2,600 feet along its curve and is about 162 feet high. The smaller American Falls is about 1,060 feet across and about 167 feet high. An even smaller waterfall, Bridal Veil Falls, is next to the American Falls. Every minute thousands of tons of water from the Niagara River pour over the cliffs of Niagara Falls. The amount of water flowing over the falls varies, however, at different times of the day and year. Some of the river's water is directed into great tunnels before it can spill over the falls. The tunnels carry the water to electric power plants on the river below the falls. There the water is used to create electricity for thousands of people in the surrounding areas on both sides of the river. The amount of water sent to the power plants is adjusted to meet the electricity needs of a day or season. The United States and Canada share control of the Niagara River and the falls. Fun facts about Niagara Falls, USA. 3,160 tons of water flows over Niagara Falls every second. Niagara Falls State Park is the oldest state park in America, established in 1885 as the Niagara Reservation. Over 8 million visitors explore Niagara Falls State Park annually. Niagara Falls State Park was designed by Frederick Law Olmsted. He also designed Central Park in New York City. Niagara Falls is comprised of three waterfalls, from largest to smallest: the Horseshoe Falls, also known as the Canadian Falls, American Falls and Bridal Veil Falls. Niagara Falls' vertical height is over 176 feet in some sections. The American and Bridal Veil Falls were turned off in 1969 by the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers to study the effects of erosion. There are plans to turn off the falls again to rebuild two 115-year-old bridges. Niagara Falls' current erosion rate is approximately 1 foot per year and could possibly be reduced to 1 foot per 10 years due to flow control and diversion for hydropower generation. The water that flows over Niagara Falls is at 25 to 50% capacity at any given time. The first person to go over the Niagara Falls in a barrel was 63-year-old school teacher Annie Edson Taylor. She is buried at Oakwood Cemetery in Niagara Falls in an area called Stunter's Rest, along with other Niagara Falls daredevils. Cave of the Winds, located at Niagara Falls State Park, is torn down and rebuilt every year. The birth of Niagara Falls can be traced back more than 12,000 years to the end of the last glacial period. Despite myths to the contrary, Niagara Falls does not freeze in the winter. However, the flow of water was reduced to a mere trickle for a few hours on March 29, 1848, because of an ice jam upstream in the Niagara River. During periods of peak flow in the summer and fall, more than 700,000 gallons of water per second pour over Niagara Falls. 4 of the 5 Great Lakes drain into the Niagara River: Superior, Michigan, Huron and Erie, before emptying into Lake Ontario. These 5 Great Lakes make up almost 1/5 of the world's fresh water supply. Niagara Falls is not the tallest waterfall in the world. However, the beauty of the falls comes from the height and the incredible volume of water running over the falls at a given time. Fish travel over Niagara Falls and most survive because of their ability to flow with the water. At one time, P.T. Barnum wanted to turn Goat Island, inside Niagara Falls State Park, into a circus ground.